Hey everyone, welcome back to the 1001 Movies Challenge, and today is Less Vampires, or The Vampires, and this movie was tough to get through, mainly because it was 6.5 hours long, and it was pretty convoluted and inconsistent, and I did not like this movie, as you probably have noticed. So, what I did like about this movie is that it was interesting at first. There is this gang called Less Vampires, or the Vampires, and I thought that they would actually be vampires, but no, that's just their gang. That's just what they're called. And you follow a reporter named Philippe, and I'm not even gonna pronounce his last name. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And his sidekick, Mazamite, I think. I don't know. But these two are like pretty much your heroes of the story, and they go after the gang, and the vampires, and they have this thing called a grand vampire, and that's the head of it. And in the movie, they kill four of them because each one dies, and the next one takes place. And then at the end, spoilers by the way, but I doubt you're gonna see this movie. Um, um, and at the very end, we'll let me back up a little bit. There's a character that is part of the vampires called Irma Vemp, and that's an anagram for vampire. Um, and she was probably the best part of this movie because she had the most likability to her. Had more charisma to her, and she was probably the one to watch. And at the very end, they find all of the vampires stuck in this hotel. And the cops are everywhere, and it's pretty much just a slaughter for the vampires. Like they fall out this window and they die. They just plop on the ground on over an apartment building, and you're just like, whoa, okay. Well, you should go that way, but I was just like, I don't care. Mainly because 6.5 hours is long. This movie is way too long. No movie should be 6.5 hours. They say it's a film serial more than a film series, but I don't know why this movie is on the 1001 movies before you must see before you die. And so this movie was hard to get through. It was a slog fest. Um, and the worst part of it, I had no music to actually like. It was just all silent stuff. So it was hard to pay attention. And that's what happens with most of these silent films. Well, if they're the good silent films, I find that they are more interesting, and uh, I can be along with it. I can still be focused on it, but I start to lose focus when it starts to drag on. And this movie drags on. It's told in 10 parts, and each part doesn't end on a cliffhanger. And you need that when you're doing something like this, because you need a reason to come back, and I never felt a reason to come back other than to finish this challenge. So that's all I got for Less Vampires. It was directed by Luis Flan. I don't know I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but and it came out around 1916, I think. I think that was it. Um, as you can tell, that I'm a little bit unfocused because this movie was long. So I'll see you guys. Film 5.